What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. And join us now as Wrestlelamia brings you the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including allegations Sergeant Slaughter faked his past as a US Marine, Carmella reveals her plastic surgery and whether she dated John Cena, John Cena versus Justin Bieber, and Kurt Angle comments on Jeff Hardy. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. But let's waste no further time and get straight into the first story, as we look at allegations of Sergeant Slaughter faking his past as a US Marine. WWE Hall of Famer Sergeant Slaughter, aka Bob Rumors, played a Marine Corps drill instructor turned wrestler, initially playing a heel until he became a super patriot during the mid-1980s, and would then return to the WWF in 1990 for a controversial run as an Iraqi sympathizer during the Persian Gulf conflict. Now, Slaughter is embroiled in a new controversy as he is being accused of falsely claiming to be a Marine. Although wrestling is full of characters with fictitious pasts, Ramos has always maintained he was a Marine, even going on record as claiming he served 2 tours of duty during the Vietnam conflict. As you likely know, the Stolen Valor law makes it a crime for a person to claim they have served in the military, embellish their rank, or fraudulently claim they have received a Valor Award as specified in the Act with the intention of obtaining money, property, or other tangible benefit. Twitter user SoCal Uncensored, who has no affiliation with the tag team, posted a clipping from the 1985 Baltimore Sun article, which mentions there's no record of Slaughter having served in the military, along with the following tweet. This came up on the Wrestling Observer newsletter board, but I'll post it here too. Sergeant Slaughter was never in the US Marine Corps. While it's fine that he portrays a character that was a Marine, him doing non-kayfabe interviews claiming to serve 2 tours in Vietnam, that he was a drill instructor, etc. is not good. Now, we independently checked newspaper archives and verified this story was published on 24th March 1985. According to the article, government records reveal Slaughter, aka Robert Remus, never served time in the US Marine Corps, although he claims to have been a drill instructor from 1966 to 1973. Slaughter dodges all questions about his armed service record for good reason. Slaughter's response: "We have no comment on that," said Maria Pesarelli, his secretary booking agent in Westport, Connecticut. Interestingly, the Baltimore Sun published an interview in 2015 where Slaughter discussed appearing at a military appreciation night. When asked, "Does that, your appearances, any more special to you that you're representing the military?" Slaughter replied, "It's great to be able to say thank you and salute all those that served or are serving. I'm really happy to be part of anything that gives those people recognition. It doesn't matter what branch they served, it's all one. It just is a great night to give a salute and say thank you and watch a baseball game. To be able to give back, even a little bit, after all of those sacrifices they made for us is very special." His comments here certainly aren't an admission that he served in the military, but during a 2019 appearance on the Jim and Sam show, he admitted serving in Vietnam, where he claims he earned the nickname Sergeant Slaughter. Conventional wisdom would have it that Slaughter's repeated mentions of his time as a Marine Corps would be called into question by detractors, particularly in 1990 when he portrayed an Iraqi sympathizer. One newspaper article should not be taken as verification of his past, but if true, you can expect the WWE to remove him from the WWE Hall of Fame. Consider WWE.com's article on superstars who served in the military, discussing him and stating, "Former WWE champion Sergeant Slaughter's persona as a tough-as-nails Marine drill instructor was no fluke." After graduating from high school, young Robert Remus joined the United States Marine Corps, where he earned the moniker Sergeant Slaughter. It's difficult to imagine the WWE not knowing about his past after decades in and out of the company. If it comes out that he did not serve in the military and the WWE knew, it will be the latest black eye for the company. Next up, the Wednesday Night War Week 15. Who won? Now, can you believe it's Week 15 of the Wednesday Night War already? The ratings are in for NXT and Dynamite, with PW Insider reporting the H January edition of AEW did 947,000 overnight viewers, easily winning the night, but down from last week's 967,000 viewers. The 8th January edition of NXT did 721,000 overnight viewers, up from 548,000 overnight viewers that they did for last week's year-end show. NXT showed a marked improvement over the previous week's show, which was a best-of show, but it still came up short not only in overall viewers, but in the 18 to 49 demographic. Dynamite scored a 0.36 rating in the desirable demographic, while NXT brought in 0.19, nearly 50% less than AEW. As we stated last week, it would prove interesting to see the WWE's decision to run a best-of show hurt NXT's momentum, and it looks like it did. While this week's NXT rating improved, it must be frustrating for the performers on the Black and Gold brand to go from beating AEW in week 12 to falling behind thanks to the WWE more or less phoning it in the previous week's episode. Next up, WWE Delusions Episode 2. If you caught our recent video, you saw that the WWE has been boasting about its impressive ratings on Raw, despite the fact the Red brand had brought in some of the worst ratings ever in 2019. If you thought the WWE was deluded in bragging about its Raw ratings, wait until you hear our next news bite. Recently, WWE co-president George Barrios spoke on the City 2020 Globe TMT West Conference. When asked about whether AEW is competition to the WWE, Barrios answered, "We don't take anything for granted. We are serious like a heart attack around fighting for our unfair share. It can be tough to compete with us because we're so good at what we do. We built up capabilities and competencies over a long time. How to build stars, present the content, and engage fans over multiple platforms. We think we're hard to compete with. We don't take anything for granted. If you said to me existential, do I feel like they're a threat? No, but I love a good fight. We enjoy it." Now, we did raise some good points. Number one, the WWE is well established and does have the benefit of a well-organized structure, including its ability to tour the world. And number two, they have shown a knack for engaging their audience over various platforms such as television, streaming, i.e. the WWE Network, and social media. At the same time, the WWE isn't good at providing engaging storylines with its fans, despite an incredible lineup of talent. Furthermore, the WWE's continued slide in ratings, ticket sales, and merchandise suggest they're continuing to lose their audience without creating a replacement. Next up, the Tyson Fury WWE update. WrestleVotes has an update on the possibility of Tyson Fury appearing at WrestleMania 36, and it appears a lot has to do with Fury's February fight. He tweeted, "Lots of speculation regarding Tyson Fury and WrestleMania. Source said his fight at MGM Grand vs Deontay Wilder on February 22nd is crucial to him appearing in Tampa. If Wilder wins, Vince isn't throwing dollars at a guy who just lost on pay-per-view. So to a degree, the ball is in Fury's court." The WWE threw lots of money at Fury for Crown Jewel, and it's likely they'll do so again, especially if he triumphs in his February fight. Next up, new WWE show reveals Carmella's implant. No, the WWE's new program, if it's on the internet, doesn't show us former WWE SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella's chest up close and personal, but the show did give Carmella to address just what and how much plastic surgery she's had done. Well, that's true, I've had breast implants. My favorite part is when people say that I had done it to my face, which is completely false. I've had lip filler, which is not a secret. So all the people out there saying my face is fake, I appreciate the compliment because there's nothing fake. I just learn how to contour and do good makeup. I've never had plastic surgery on my face. During the program, Carmella also denied dating John Cena, pointing out both of them lived in Tampa, Florida and frequented the same places. However, she denies dating John Cena. Now, speaking of John Cena, what's going on between him and Justin Bieber? This image. Yeah, this image has been making its rounds on the internet. No, it's not a Mandela effect, as Justin Bieber did not get in the ring and frog splash or whatever move that looks like John Cena in a WWE ring. Although Bieber did come close to appearing in the WWE and even possibly wrestling a match at SummerSlam 2014 in what was to have him team with Cena and the Big Show to take on the Wyatt family, in actuality, Bieber posted this image on his Instagram page, and it's clearly a Photoshop of a picture of Bieber where he presumably fell off a unicycle. Cena even tweeted the photo saying, "There is a lesson to be learned in every failure, unicycles included. The lesson here may be you didn't see me. Congratulations on the new single." Could you imagine if Justin Bieber actually did come to the WWE? The heat would have been incredible. Also, female demographics may have shot up. And lastly, Kurt Angle comments on Jeff Hardy. The WWE's Olympic hero discussed Jeff Hardy's current relapse of personal demons and told Chris Van Vliet, "I think that Jeff, out of anybody, his daredevil stunt work that he does night in and night out, his body has to be shot. There's a way to cope with pain, but drugs and alcohol is not the way. It does help temporarily, but it's not the way." Angle discussed his own personal demons and told Van Vliet he thinks that the WWE wasn't sure they could rely on Angle when he returned to the company in 2016. The real-life Olympic gold medalist pointed out that he left the WWE on bad terms, and it's likely the promotion's higher-ups, including Vince McMahon, saw him as a liability. But there you have it guys, the latest wrestling news. Be sure to leave your comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.